And this, by the way, is my 4th live for TikTok. Alright, so with commas come responsibility. These are wooden commas. In the hands of a true martial artist, they are dangerous. In the hands of a novice, that doesn't make them any less dangerous. Now, these are your don'ts. That is a don't. With a real comma, you would probably cut your hand off, and then that could happen. That was not purposely done. But just so that you know, you have your blocks, boom, and your strikes, boom. Now, what you don't do is this: block, strike, whip it around. No, it's too simple. Boom, just cut. Boom, boom, boom. Not gonna do that. You're just gonna keep that shit real. Boom, thrust, slice, slice, or boom, slice, slice. Now, if you're gonna strike this way and then cut, then the comma should already be in your hand this way. It shouldn't be in this way, forcing you to do that. All right? So no, you're gonna strike like that. Your comma starts here. All right? So slice, 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 slice. Now you're gonna do it again. You're gonna put it in his hand this way, and you're gonna go this way. Slice, slice, or gouge and gouge, depending on what you want to call it. You can call it a gouge, you can call it a slice, whatever the hell you want to call it. But if you're going to fight, block and then strike, block and then strike, those work. Block here, gouge there, block here, gouge there. But as you see, I swung the wrong way because my blade's there and I hit them with the stick. Now if I hit them with the stick, it was an accident. So boom, return right there. It's a lot simpler than trying to come back this way. Fighting is not as difficult as people believe it is. You make things difficult by not having the knowledge that you need. Alright? So thrust, boom, that kind of works in a suckified ass position. So you're blocking and you're striking that way, or you're blocking and you're striking that way because your weapons are down here. You want to be an odd man out, strike, strike, or block and then strike, or block and then strike. And you see this strike? Not happening. You're going to have to go that way. Understand? Your positioning on your weapons is very important. Knowing how your weapons work. Boom. Boom. Now there are some people that are zealots. Boom. See that? I would have cut my own arm. Boom. Still would have cut my own arm. Boom. Still possibly would have cut my own arm. But that looked a lot better. Boom. Boom, boom. See that? That was as smooth as I'm ever going to get it. And because you're not supposed to do that, there are people who actually can do that. I don't recommend it because I'm old. I'm 47 years old. And if I'm going to tell you to fight with something, you're going to fight the right way versus my way because it's the right thing to teach you. Boom, boom, boom versus boom. First off, that was too slow. Second off, with that one, I would have just cut my arm. Now, the thing is, I'm never going to pull my real commas out unless I'm just making a YouTube video, because that way it won't do something about community guidelines or whatever. But, you know, I do have them. So, you know, boom, boom, boom. It's the same thing with short sticks, because if these were short sticks, they would just be held like this, or chobos. So, boom, 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 boom. I will do a short stick demonstration eventually. There's some on my YouTube channel already, but for the most part, boom, 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 you know. Commas, size, butterfly daggers, all of these are for close quarter combat. They're not long range weapons, all right? They're not. So when you're fighting with these, you're going to need to get in close, period. Boom, 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 boom. See that? Almost went out my hand, but if you look at my wrist, it would have cut my wrist, which would have cut an artery, which probably would have made me bleed out. Boom. Too slow, and messed up my wrist. Boom, boom, boom. There. Still messing up my wrist. Which is why you don't do that shit. Now, if you're showing off and you're doing some skills and you're practicing, no, it's fine. But with the real comma, there's a good chance that you're going to cut off your fingers doing this shit. It's a good chance that's going to happen, and that still might cut off your fingers, might cut off your whole damn hand. These things, the real ones, are pretty damn lethal, all right? So if you're blocking and you're cutting, you're already in the thick of it. Now, because if you're, yeah, that took too long. So just keep them like this. There is no need for this. Boom, boom, boom. I see how only one of them worked out, which was this one. In doing that, you've lost focus on why you were fighting in the first place, and you may lose your head. So strike, boom, boom, versus strike, boom, boom, and then you try to whirl it. No, and you're not going to do these. No, that's not what these are for. Because doing this with the real ones, if that doesn't happen, you'll probably lose a hand because you're holding the blades. Yeah, not going to happen. I don't recommend it. Excuse me. But you know, if you're going to fight, boom, cut, push, cut, or block, cut, push, cut. Yeah, because you're pushing the weapon up. You're cutting. If you want to thrust this butt side in, you know, boom. But you know, you want to be careful when fighting with any weapon in general. But these things are close combat. They're not long range. Now, if you can make a bow staff with these bitches and have a bow staff long enough where you can do that, that's fine. But 9 times out of 10, combos are close range quartered fighters. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you're going to be able to do block, block, strike, block, block, strike. You know, you'll find the angle that works for you. Boom, boom, boom. Now that was perfect, right? You'll never get the chance to do that in real life. As long as you are breathing, you will never do what I just did in real life. Boom. See how slow that was? Boom. See how I have to work into it? You're not getting that chance. You're not getting that chance because whoever you're fighting, boom, boom. You're not going to have time to do that shit. You're not. Anyone who tells you otherwise is probably lying to you. And I'm not here to do that. You know, flock, boom, boom, block, strike, strike. Those are simple shits. Versus strike, whoo. Work, right? But they're still at the position of my hand. I can come back around and wind up cutting off my thumb. I don't want to cut my own thumb off in a fight. So I want to keep that shit simple. Block, strike, strike. Block, strike, strike. Boom. Get the guy behind me with this block because he's coming up behind me. He's coming down. So I need to boom so that it is blocked. The guy behind you is still always going to be the dangerous guy. Even if you have a weapon, the guy behind you is the one you have to worry about the most. So you got 2 guys here and a guy behind you. Boom. Don't do that. Keep them bitches this way. Boom. They're dead. The guy behind you is still alive. So you want to strike him first. Boom. And if you can get them all 3 at the same time like that was supposed to look like, then you're in good shape. Those 2 guys in the front are still dead. Unless you miss. You know? But remember, this is simple practice. Swing, 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 swing. Then with your block, it's the same thing. Block, swing, swing. Block, swing, swing. Remember your foot positioning because your foot also brings the power into the step. Boom. Now step left, foot forward, right swing, left swing. Or in any case, it was left swing, right swing, or in swing, out swing. That might sound better, in swing, out swing. So right foot, I block with the right hand, in swing, out swing. Now, in the event that they're wearing armor, bling, slap, rip. Slap and rip. Now again, you know, reality time. 9 times out of 10, if I'm not close enough to you within striking distance of these things, I don't have a chance. If you have a bow staff and I can't get past your defenses and all I can do is block and block and block and block and block and keep blocking, I gotta work. I gotta work to get to you. It's not gonna be like Iyunashi where I can block this shit, jump on your top of your bow staff, and then cut your shit up. No, that shit's not gonna happen. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna be blocking all damn day. You have a long range weapon, I'm gonna be blocking. Now if I can swing this bitch hard enough, flick, and cut your bow staff in half, now I'm getting in there. Because if you're not realizing that I'm disassembling your bow, you're throwing shit and I'm blocking slice until I get right up on you where I can stab you and then stab you again, That's on you. But 9 times out of 10, if you have a bow staff or a monkey stick, these aren't going to help me much. I'm not going to be able to get into you. And if I can get into you, then I'm really, really good. Because 9 times out of 10, if you have a bow staff, I shouldn't be able to get anywhere near you. I'm going to show you 2 bow staffs and then I'm going to end this shit. Again, I am 5'3". This is real bamboo. I take the shit out of it. So this staff right here is a long staff. This is also a long staff, but it's shorter. It's shorter than this staff. Now if you compare these, this would be a regular bow in my left, just not as thick because they're both bamboo and taped to the hilt. This would be considered the monkey stick because the average monkey stick can be damn near 12 feet long. Again, I'm 5'3". If you see the comparison of these standing beside each other, you should see why I said if you have a bow staff, all of this range, I can make a complete circle and hit everyone, unless they duck, and then I have to bring it back. So you're not going to be doing this. If you're training, that's fine, but in real life, when someone's coming at you, boom, 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 you're going to keep extending this bitch as far as you can. Boom, muzzle thump their shit. You're not going to go back to this. You're just going to go on to the next guy. Boom, sweep. You understand? Boom, boom. When I did this, I'm setting to hit someone up every time. As this bitch rotates around, I'm hoping it hits everybody within striking distance. I'm not doing this shit to be Shitara, because that can happen. I'm doing this shit so when I swing it here, everybody that's in striking distance just got hit. Right? So if I go, I'm swinging to hit. I'm not swinging to do this fancy shit right here. Boom, boom. Hopefully, anybody standing around me got hit. Monkey stick is heavier. It's also longer. Once I get this bitch going, it's going. I won't be able to weigh the fancy shit that you saw me do with the little stick. So boom, I'm hitting 3 people with that one move. The guy's coming, bam, boom. See how I got caught on my own leg? You have to be able to maneuver around that shit. So I have all of this range. If I stay low and keep this high, see how I screwed that up? That's what's gonna happen. Everybody's running in. Boom! Now I'm gonna pull a Dynasty Warrior. You know, I'm taking out everybody. If I'm swinging these bow staffs, that's the intention. It's not this. No. When I'm swinging this monkey stick or those bow staffs, it is to hit you on every level. If I get braced, I'm like this, boom! I've hit somebody on the way around. Guaranteed that I've hit somebody. And I whip that bitch, boom! I've hit somebody. Boom! I'm not Donatello, this motherfucker. I'm hitting everything in range of this stick. Now, you see how short I am, how tall this stick is. Someone's coming in, boom! 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 I am doing everything I can to keep them at bay. You get past me because I'm using this big stick and you have those commas, I've messed up. I understand that shit. So if someone's here and I'm there, boom! Bow! No. Movie shit. In real life, if they're here, I need to kick the shit out of them. Boom! Twist my foot. Now I'm ready. Understand? Now I'm ready. So now they're coming. Bam! Boom! Pretty much this one probably would have done it. But if it didn't, that was the other tap for it. Bam! Boom! You know, someone's behind me. Boom! Now, I got more than one guy, swing for the fences. No. Understand how bow staffs work. It is not fun and games like you see in the movies and TV. I'm not going to tell you something that's wrong. You're not going to get the chance to do all that fancy whirling shit. What you just saw is what you're going to get the chance to do. People aren't going to come at you slowly. They're going to come at you from above, from the front, from the back, from the sides. This prevents that. Boom! Now, you see I whipped it over my head and I went down. So here and there. I can do this all day long. And if I have good cardio, and they don't, I am the champion. Try to remember that. Thank you guys for watching. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Thank you for not letting my live go to hell in the handbasket TikTok. And I will see you guys later. Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Thanks for being here. Be seeing you. Uh-oh.